Oh my God.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 WTF British moments of 2020. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the weirdest and most unbelievable things that have happened in the UK in 2020. Let us know in the comments which one had you looking on in horror.
She really is beautiful, isn't it?
奢想鲜纯
This is what I drink.
The eyes to the right, 261. The nose to the left, 322.
Number 10, Carol Baskin approached for I'm a Celeb.
See how they go from being so sweet to just wanting to tear your face off, and they can do it like that.
In spring 2020, docu-series Tiger King was released on Netflix and took the world by storm, including the UK. It followed the life of Joe Exotic, owner of an exotic zoo in the US, and his archenemy, Carol Baskin. Thanks to the docu-series launching Baskin into the public eye, rumors began to circulate that she'd been approached by ITV to be on the 2020 series of I'm a Celebrity.
I'd like to see that kind of thing again. Let's have a look.
But according to the papers, Baskin refused because of I'm a Celeb's history of having people eat live animals. But she did ultimately agree to go on Dancing with the Stars. Maybe Strictly should have made an offer. Number 9, Gemma Collins nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize.
What category do we fall under? We are Directors of Peace Institute.
Directors of Peace.
YouTube prankster Josh Peters and Archie Manners decided to take on the most prestigious award in the world by nominating the GC for a Nobel Peace Prize. This was done to draw attention to how easy it actually is to get nominated for the prize after Donald Trump boasted about his frequent nominations.
Alongside her glittering television work, Miss Collins is an entrepreneur, podcaster, and diva.
They had to set up a fake peace organization detailing their work to bring about peace, get recognized as qualified nominators, and then submit their nomination with an explanation as to why. Remarkably, it worked, though heartbreakingly both Gemma and Trump lost out on the prize to the World Food Programme.
Exactly, but Michelle, I think it's important to remember she didn't kill anyone on Dancing on Ice.
Number 8, adored ATM architecture. If you ever find yourself in Derbyshire with nothing to do, consider taking a trip to the small town of Ilkeston to take in the sights. And by sights, we mean a hole in a wall next to a cash point. It became one of the top-rated tourist attractions in the country, with online reviews comparing it to architectural feats like the Pyramids of Giza and the Great Wall of China. But alas, tragedy quickly struck when TripAdvisor banned new reviews for the NatWest Hole from being posted after the phenomenon gained attention. Luckily, the hole itself remains outside Ilkeston's NatWest branch and is still the number 2 attraction in Ilkeston. Number 7, That Woodworker.
I am patient to a degree.
What could be controversial about popular comedian Lee Mack travelling the UK to find the country's best carpenters? Well, it turned out that one of the men Mack talked to turned out to be a neo-Nazi.
We can literally just put the top on, whack a couple of hours in, but leave them not all the way in, so we can tap them back out.
Though Mack and Sky History apparently didn't realise it, viewers were quick to point out that many of Darren's tattoos were Nazi tattoos, particularly the number 88 he had on his head that's used online to mean Heil Hitler. Darren defended himself by saying it actually meant 1988, the year of his father's death, but his lie was quickly revealed when his dad came forward and told the Mail he's still alive.
It was a really, really good experience for me to do that.
Number 6, Katie Hopkins' fake award. Josh Peters and Archie Manners didn't only end 2020 with a bang, however, they also started with one, presenting Katie Hopkins with a fake and insulting award at the end of January. Hopkins was tricked into coming and accepting the Campaign to Unify the Nation trophy, an acronym that spelt out a profanity because of her extremist views.
Yeah.
Their video dropped the same day Hopkins was banned from Twitter for her constant hate speech, at the best possible time. She made a completely off-the-cuff and incredibly racist speech after accepting the award, proving that she more than deserved the trophy she was given.
Thank you very much indeed.
Number 5. The Chinese milk scandal.
我是 Peter Phillips.
Famous faces doing ads abroad for a bit of cash is hardly a new thing, but British royal family member Peter Phillips is quite the outlier. Videos surfaced of his appearance in a Chinese commercial for Jersey Cattle Fresh Milk, and it is quite bizarre to say the least.
奢享鲜醇.
This is what I drink.
Many question the legality of Phillips cashing in his royal links in such a way, but the controversy was quickly turned in Piers Morgan's direction when he started mocking the Chinese language in a segment on Good Morning Britain.
You can't take the mickey out of it. You're drinking Xinjiang milk, right?
You
From the
can't.
Chinese state.
You can't.
Well, that's what they just said in the advert.
No.
Ofcom received a heap of complaints about Morgan, and some important figures have called for an investigation over Phillips milking his royal status. Number 4. Barnard Castle.
We agreed that we should go for a short drive to see if I could drive safely.
Quarantine rules might be a little tricky to wrap your head around, but it was clear as day that Dominic Cummings, Boris Johnson's chief advisor, broke the law. He decided to take his wife and children on a road trip from London all the way to Durham, and then for a day trip to Barnard Castle, which he claimed was to test his eyesight, though his family were also exhibiting coronavirus symptoms.
Well, Dominic's eyesight was good enough. That was the whole point of the journey, to determine that he could drive safely.
As well as Cummings having to weather the intense scandal, fake reviews for the castle as a great place for an eye test flooded TripAdvisor. And then Brewdog released the Barnard Castle Eye Test IPA, which leader of the opposition Keir Starmer posed with for a photo op. Number 3. Free school meals.
Yeah, for me, a lot of the inspiration came from them moments, and that's the reason why it's so personal to me.
Marcus Rashford, footballer for Manchester United and England, launched a hugely popular campaign to get free school meals extended into the school holidays for the kids in the UK living in poverty. He was met with unprecedented support from the British public, and eventually a motion to extend meals through October half-term was brought to Parliament. When the Tories almost unanimously voted against feeding children, the public outcry was huge.
Eyes to the right, 261. The nose to the left, 322. So the nose have it. The nose have it. Unlock.
With no government support, pubs, restaurants, cafes, and even supermarkets came together to provide meals. It was outrageous that they voted in this way, and somehow didn't realise the public backlash would be so intense.
If you need help and somebody else is in a position to help you, you should feel comfortable to ask them.
Number 2. Pranked Prince. It seems in 2020, Prince Harry had gained the incredible ability of going about everything the absolute worst way.
Well, unfortunately, the world is being led by some very sick people.
Back in March, a phone recording surfaced of a conversation between Harry and the very divisive climate change activist Greta Thunberg. Only, it wasn't Greta on the other end of the line, it was a Russian prankster. Here, Harry dug himself a deeper hole by dishing out insults in a not-so-royal manner.
I think the mere fact that Donald Trump is pushing the coal industry so big in America, he has blood on his hands.
Maybe he does need those royal advisors watching his every move after all. Good luck out there, mate. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here's some honourable mentions. BBC's basketball blunder. After Kobe Bryant's tragic death, the BBC showed footage of LeBron James instead.
His list of achievements is long. An all-star.
Poundland Ouija board. Because a ghost hunter claimed they could be used to summon evil spirits. Held hostage by a snake. She was trapped indoors for 2 days by a toy snake spotted outside. Megxit. Because the Sussexes leaving the royal family was a total mess.
A statement from Prince Harry and Meghan saying they're stepping back from royal duties.
Number 1. Lockdown regulations.
This is my Chester, and I'm telling you, there is no way he would be able to socially distance himself 2 metres from his best friend Arthur.
At the end of March, the UK was put into lockdown to deal with the global COVID-19 pandemic. and it's only gotten worse since then. The lockdown rules were simple enough at the beginning, with people only allowed to exercise and go shopping. But when we started coming out of lockdown, the trouble started. The rules seemed to change dramatically with no warning every week, making it impossible for the British public to actually keep up with the guidelines.
If I say I love you, because some people say that and they don't mean it, but are you in an established relationship then? I don't know.
I think we should stick to the letter of it, which is that it's okay in an established relationship.
Then the confusing tier system was introduced, but it worked so poorly that by November, we were back in lockdown again.
And so now is the time to take action because there is no alternative.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.